cost, volume, profit analysis. Okay, so CVP analysis is examine the relations between the revenue, cost and profit. Okay, so it is also known as the break-even analysis, and this is always done for the short-term decision making, and it is called cost profit. It is a cost volume profit analysis. So when we say the CVP analysis, so CVP stand for cost volume profit analysis, and it is also known as the break-even analysis, and that is a short-term phenomenon, and under which actually we are studying, we are examining the relations between the revenue, cost and profit. So before moving forward, I just want to take one example, and I will calculate, and I will ask you how we will doing this from the exam point of view. I believe this screen is sharing. The Excel you can see. Is it?
Yes.
So I am doing that. I have a sale. Okay, 10,000 unit I am selling. 10,000 unit I am selling, and my sale price per unit is 10, and the same time variable cost is say 8. Can you tell me what is variable cost? Can somebody define the variable cost?
A cost that can be vary from the sales point of view.
No.
Direct material, direct labor.
No. I want the exact definition. I don't want the example. I want the definition of variable cost. Yes, absolutely correct. That's what the examiner is also expecting from you. And there is a 2-3 features of the variable cost. I believe you know that variable cost per unit are fixed. Variable cost is directly proportionate with the units. Whenever you increasing the units, your variable cost is getting increased. Is it? And the average variable cost is the same. There are 2-3 natures of the variable cost. Is it? So this is the variable cost. So when you do the sales minus variable cost, you will get the contributions. What the result you will get? You will get the contribution. You will get the contributions. Now this is the contributions, and in the business, what is the total contributions as of now? Your total contribution is 2 multiplied by 10,000 is 20,000. But your fixed cost, and I believe fixed cost का definition ये होता है, fixed cost is the fixed within the relevant range. And there is a 2-3 features of it. It is getting decreased when you produced more. It is inversely related with the production. Okay. And average fixed costs are variable. Is it okay? There are 3 features of the fixed cost. Are you agree with that or no? Okay. So when I say that fixed cost having the 2-3 natures, 2-3 features, we can say that कि fixed cost का मतलब क्या होता है? Fixed cost is fixed within the relevant range, and fixed is indirectly related with the inversely related to the production, means the more you produce, your average fixed cost will get reduced. And the third, average fixed cost is always variable. So there is a 3 points for the fixed cost. So I am saying that this is the total contributions, and my fixed cost is say 25,000. Now you are doing a loss. For how much rupees you are doing the loss? You are doing the loss of 5,000 rupees. Are you okay with these examples? Like you have a 10,000 sale, the sale price is 10 and the variable cost is 8. It means the contributions per unit is 2, and so it means total contribution for you is 20,000, but your fixed cost is 25,000. So in this situation you are doing the loss. So business has asked you, Santosh bhai, कैसे हैं?
Yes, good evening, boss. How are you, boss? Fine, thank you.
Fine. तो संतोष भाई,
Yes, sir.
सब मजे में है?
Yeah, good, sir. Thank you.
So Roshan bhai, now question is there कि now business is asking, come on, get me the numbers which I should minimum sales, that I should get the minimum number that where I will not have to do any loss. There I can protect the business losses. So it means that business wanted to know the break-even point. So how you will advise? If you don't know all this analysis, but still you can advise, can you tell me how you will advise? How you will remove the fixed cost? Because it's the commitment from the business, you cannot remove it. But now the business is asking you to give me a solutions. Give me a solution so that I can push the marketing team, I sell teams, and
Increase the sales.
Increase the sales. Then he will ask how much you have to increase. What is the number you wanted me to increase the sales so that I can get the break-even sale. I can get the zero profit, zero loss situation. So you want, so how much unit you will ask them to increase the sale? Can you tell me? 15,000. I'm assuming and doing the 15,000 calculations. I just wanted to check, are you correct or no? No, you are not correct. It's came profit. Now you have to get numbers which should give me the exact situation where I don't have profit, I don't have a loss. So you have to do the break-even analysis. Now you have to do the break-even analysis. You cannot do all this kind of simulations. वो कितनी बार आप करोगे? You don't know. So it's better you should learn the logic, learn the tricks so that you can apply the trick and get the numbers. Okay. So in these situations, you have a two-way. One is called the break-even point. When they ask you to calculate the units, you have a different formula. The formula is fixed cost divided by contributions per unit. And if he asks you to get me the break-even sale, that is called the dollar sale. That we call is dollar. Means in term of rupees, dirham, whatever the currency you have. So you can say that the formula is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Divided by PV ratio. Now the question comes, what is called the PV ratio? Now the question comes, what do you mean by PV ratio? So PV ratio is the relations between, PV ratio is the relation, it say that it is calculated contributions by sales into 100. This is the way you can calculate the PV ratio. So there is a three things you have to remember while you are doing the questions on the marginal costing. First is the how you calculate the break-even point. Second, what is the break-even sales? You will say that, and how the PV ratio is being calculated. Now we will see from this question itself, and we can advise how many units he has to produce. So first I will refer this formula, and I can use this break-even point. So what I will do, I will write the 25,000 divided by 2 is the contribution, so that I can say that, boss, it's better if you produce until if you produce 12,500, it will give you the exact numbers what you are looking for. Now I wanted to calculate whether my calculation is correct or wrong. So I will just write this number. So ये रोशन भाई, you got this? आपका ब्रेक इवन कितना आ गया? 0 आ गया. Now you can advise him. So now you learn how to do this. Now you learn how to do this, how you will advise. Now the question comes, your manager says that, okay, I don't know the numbers, I want in the value. Because if the business does not runs on the number, on the quantity, then in that day you have to advise based on the dollar, based on the rupees, based on the values. You can say that if the business is runs in a different mode, where you are not counting, where you are not doing the business on the number basis, you can just advise based on the value. So how you will calculate? For that you have to calculate first the PV ratio. So what is the formula of PV ratio? I can say that first in these questions, how the PV formula can be done. Contributions divide by contributions divide by sales into 100. So you can percentage at 20%. This is actually I'm presenting in term of percentage. That's why I did multiply. I'm presenting into the percentage. That's why I multiplied. So you got that the PV ratio is 20%. So I can say that, okay, what is the amount of sales you are expecting? So you will do that, okay. Fixed cost is what? How much is the fixed cost for you? Fixed cost is 25,000 divided by 0.20 means 20% is presented as 0.20. Now you will simplify this. So you got the 12,500. Now if I want to validate whether we are correct or wrong, so first what I will do, I got the 12,000 and I know the sale value per unit. So I can just multiply. It means this is 12,500 multiplied by 10. So sometimes you don't even need to calculate the PV ratio. If you have calculated the unit, you just multiply with the sales value, you will get the break-even sale. So is anybody have any problem? Do anybody have any problem, any question in it? No, it is units. That's why I write as this is unit. This is per unit. Sales per unit means this is value, dollar value. हाँ भाई, contribution. Hello, sorry, बोलिए ना. Yeah, I missed that line. Tell me. Line number 10 is the 20,000. 20,000 is also in the contribution is the value, no? Because this you are now you have calculated in dollar. Contributions means what exactly a unit contribute to your business without considering any additional cost. What exactly the item is contributing in your business. It's a revenue, it's a business, it's a profit for you. So now you understood. So now let's have an example, and you people has to take the thing. You have to do the question. So I have a unit sale. Now I am saying that your unit sale is say 1,520, and your sale price is sale price is say 10 or sorry 25, and you have a variable cost is 80%, and you have a fixed cost is 16,000. Now please advise what is the break-even sale, what is the break-even sale, or what is the break-even units. Please calculate. Kamal bhai, please. Kamal bhai. हाँ कमाल भाई करें.
कर रहा हूँ सर, कर रहा हूँ भाई, कर रहा.
By 3,200.
Just अरे अस्सलाम वालेकुम, वेलकम टू 2021. कहाँ है आजकल अशरफ भाई आप? Somebody has the answers? Alaikum assalam. Okay, thank you.
भाई 3,200 सही है ना?
Yalla, let the other people do. I wanted to see how the people's minds working now.
ठीक है भाई, अफ्रीका में हो, थोड़ा बहुत बारिश आ रहा है यहाँ पे बाहर, इसलिए मैं म्यूट कर रहा हूँ.
नहीं कोई नहीं, अच्छा है, वो रिकॉर्डिंग खराब हो जाता ना.
हाँ.
राज भाई
Yes, sir.
बीईपी आया है 3200.
Okay, now I will do the calculation of the break-even point. So first of all, how the calculation will work, because you know this sell price, so you will just copy it. Now you don't know the variable. So what you will do, you will multiply this with this percentage. So this is the variable cost per unit. Then after you will get the contributions per unit. So contributions per unit, how you will get? You will just get by 25 minus 20. So it means that is the 5 is the contributions per unit. So when it comes to the break even, so break even formula is fixed cost divided by contribution. So 3200 is the break even point. Now in the break even cell, I will just simply do 3200 multiply by 25,000. So it means the break even cell is 80,000. Normal. So is it okay?
नीरज भाई ये क्लास रिकॉर्ड हो रही है ना?
No. Only Roshan bhai can tell me whether it's recording or no, because I don't have any.
भाई 80 कहाँ से आया? 80,000 भाई.
This is the way, like 3,200 multiplied by 25 to get the break-even sales. Sometime in exam,
नीरज भाई,
yes, tell me.
यानी what you are doing exactly, you are not taking the total value, you are just calculating this contribution by single values, right?
Yes, even you don't need to calculate the total value. Why you want to calculate? That is to confuse
per
you.
unit wise. Yeah. So you are just taking individual per unit wise value. You are taking the contribution. So contribution nothing but is your profit, right?
Yes, contribution is the I told you contribution is something what a unit do contribute in your business.
Okay, means contribution means in order to get to break even point,
You need to calculate
the contribution.
Yes.
What should be your contribution to make it break even? Or what is the contribution to make it profitable, right?
No. The question says that if you want how much unit you have to sell. So contribution is the exact how much dirham, how much money a unit is contributing to the business. If you are selling 1 unit and 1 unit cost you 20, but you are selling for 25. So actually for you, for taking a decision, only 5 rupees is the relevant thing. The rest is irrelevant. That is just the information.
Okay.
So इस क्वेश्चन में what is the new thing was there? नहीं दिया हुआ था. The one good thing you can do in this type of question in exam without calculating anything. When the system says that you have a variable cost of 20%, 80%, so in your mind, the simply says that, okay, then PV ratio will be 20%. Because this is so your mind should say to you, without calculations, your PV ratio will be 20%. So sometimes you have to apply your mind without doing the calculation. If you see that, okay, variable cost is given 80%, so your mind should say that now the PV ratio is 20% because the business has 2 values. Then sales has 2 values because sales is equal to what? Is equal to variable cost plus contribution. Sales has a 2 value. One is the variable cost, the other is the contributions. Why? Because when you have calculated the contributions, your formula was sales minus variable cost. So instead of writing this way, you can write in this way. So now you know that 80% in this question was the variable cost. So what is the balance? What is the balance? Balance is the 20%. The contributions is the balance, and that is 20%. So this time when you are getting this type of question in exam or when you are attending the MCQs, your mind should work in this way. So when you see the variable cost 60%, so your mind should say that, okay, now my contribution is 40%. So in that case, how you will calculate the break-even sales? Without doing any calculation, you can simply do like this. Break-even sales is equal to what? 16,000 divided by 0.02. It means 80,000. So you don't need to go for a long calculations. Your mind should think in this way. Now I am taking another example. You have a sales of 50,000 unit, and you are just given the break-even point. You are given the break-even point 5,000. Your fixed cost is also given 25,000, and you have a variable cost ratio. Variable cost is given, say 60%. Now you have to give me the sales price. What is the sales price per unit? Please try to calculate. This is little tricky, but please try to do it. There's a 3-4 different concept which is applicable for the break-even analysis. And this is the simplest portions. संतोष भाई आंसर दियो.
नीचे बाद में चल जाएगा.
5.6.
Sale price.
Yeah,
This is Santosh bhai or someone?
Santosh.
Oh, Santosh bhai. Thank you. So this is your answer. See how we will calculate this question. First of all, I will do variable cost. I know this is the 60%. So in 60%, it means what was my contribution percentage before? 40%. Okay. Now you know that. First of all, if you apply these relations, you will come to know the break-even sales. You will come to know break-even sales after applications of this formula. So this divide by this. So you got 6250. Now its question is given in the numbers. Break-even point question was given to you, and that was 5,000. So you can simply do the sales per unit. 12.5. संतोष भाई कैसे गलत हुआ?
25,000 is the
फिक्स कॉस्ट,
okay, fixed
भाई
cost.
जरा दोबारा रिपीट करना ये।
फिक्स कॉस्ट इज 25,000। संतोष भाई आप ध्यान देना, फिक्स कॉस्ट 25,000 का था, 25,000 का था, and question was saying there is a 60% is the variable cost, so indirectly question is saying to you 40% is the contributions, that are what I have explained before. इसमें किसी को कोई डाउट है?
ओके है।
ओके है। नाउ मैंने क्या लिखा, मैंने लिखा इक्वल टू फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो, because this is the 40% is the PV ratio now. So what I did, fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So I have done the formula like this: 25,000 divided by 0.4. And फिर बाद में I have done the simplifications of this. So I got 62,500. And the question has already given to you in the numbers, the break-even point given in the numbers. But the questions was asking, give me the sell price per unit. So you are just simply dividing and getting the numbers. Every people is silent. I don't understand whether this question is tough or something.
नो ओके।
Santosh bhai?
Yes, sir. Actually, what I did is 25,000. 5,000. That is 5,000 is the break even. Okay, is equal to 25,000 divided by x minus 0.6.
X minus 0.6. ठीक है?
Yeah. Okay. The 5,000 into 5,000 x minus 3,000 is equal to 25,000.
No, but the question was 5,000 was not the same as a value. If it was value, maybe I would have convinced from you.
Okay. It is not value.
This is the point.
Okay.
I see you actually leave one, like you misinterpreted the question.
Okay.
If it was sales, I was agree with you.
Okay.
And that was very simple.
Yeah.
So now you agree with this.
Yeah, correct.
तो रोशन भाई आपको कुछ समझ आया कि नहीं आया? चलो, एक्चुअल में अभी तक मैंने 3 पॉइंट्स कवर किए हैं. I just want to summarize that. First, what I just explained, what do you mean by the break-even point, and what is the simple formula you can apply for it. But sometimes question can play the trick, and they can just give you the variable percentage, or they can ask you, okay, now you calculate and give me the answer. So you learn there is a 2 way of doing it. So here you also learn if the question is giving the variable percentage, you have to assume, okay, whatever the balance left, that is the PV ratio, because the variable plus contribution is equal to sales. So that I have written here. Then third, I just learned the applications of this learning here, but I have gone one step more. Now I wanted to discuss one small thing, like there is a question number 4, I can say that. Still I am not going to the tough level. It is like an introductory level. But this chapter is very easy. If you do 5-6 sums, you can complete the chapter. At least this portion, CVP analysis. Okay. So now the question is say that, okay, your break-even sales is given, say 60,000. Break-even sales is given 60,000, and you have a PV ratio. The PV ratio is given. Ratio is given 35%. And you have a sales. Okay, this is the only the question is asking get me the fixed cost. Question is asking get me the fixed cost. Now can somebody tell me what is the fixed cost now?
एक लाख 71,429.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, just wait for one to answer भाई.
भाई सही बोल रहे हैं 1,71,000.
Roshan भाई, I'm just waiting for Roshan भाई to answer. अरे नवीद भाई, वो अलग से आपको नहीं ये नहीं जाएगा, इनविटेशन नहीं जाएगा, आप भी बताइए. नवीद भाई.
जी महाराज भाई, जी जी.
हाँ.
दे.
You will not get a separate invitation. Please answer.
जी.
So you got the same numbers or you have a different number?
Not yet. Trying.
The first I will write the formula. Fixed cost is equal to fixed cost divided by break-even sale is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. I'm just applying the formula. I'm saying that okay, I know that 60,000 is my break-even. I'm just writing here. I don't know the fixed cost, so I will just write that okay, fixed cost divided by PV ratio, and that is given as 0.35. So simply what I will do, 60,000. So it means fixed cost divided by break-even into PV, break-even sales into PV ratio. So 60,000 break-even sale into PV ratio into 0.35. I believe this is the so my fixed cost is this. So this is actually the way of doing this answer. So this 171,400, I don't know how you got this number.
60,000 divided by 0.35.
अरे भाई कैसे, मतलब लॉजिक तो बता देते.
महाराज भाई एक बार फिर से एक्सप्लेन कीजिए ना ये.
देखिए, ब्रेक इवन सेल इज इक्वल टू फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो. फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो, दिस इज द फार्मूला. कैन यू सी दिस? फिक्स कॉस्ट ब्रेक इवन सेल इज इक्वल टू फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो. ये फार्मूला में कोई दिक्कत है तो बताएं. आजम भाई.
विकास भाई, ये PV ratio is nothing but gross profit?
No, we cannot say that. PV ratio is the profit volume ratio. This is the relation between contribution by sales. Contribution is calculated from the sales minus variable, but whereas GP is calculated sales minus cost of goods sold. There is a two different way of doing it. So you have to be very particular when you are doing this marginal costing. You have to know the contributions. The contribution is very specific. Contribution is sales minus variable cost. This is the formula for getting the contributions. ठीक है, तो वो दो के साथ आप उसको मर्ज नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है. नाउ अभी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था, इस क्वेश्चन को जब मैं कर रहा था आपके साथ तो मैंने क्या बोला कि देखे भाई, ये आपका फिक्स कॉस्ट है, उसको डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो करना था. ठीक है, अपना वेरिएबल कॉस्ट के, अच्छा नहीं, हम लोग यहाँ पे थे. ठीक है, अब मेरा ब्रेक इवन क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ था 60,000, तो 60,000 ब्रेक इवन सेल दिया हुआ, मैंने लिख लिया इज इक्वल टू फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो. फिक्स कॉस्ट मेरे को नहीं पता, देन आई विल राइट द फिक्स कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय पीवी रेशियो. पीवी रेशियो हमारे पास दिया हुआ था 0.35. तो अब ये क्या होगा, फिक्स कॉस्ट इधर रह जाएगा, यानी 60,000 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 0.35 करेंगे तो आपका 21,000 का फिक्स कॉस्ट आ जाएगा. ठीक है. आई जस्ट वांट टू कैलकुलेट कि ये कैलकुलेशन मैंने जो किया है वो सही किया या गलत किया, तो मैं आपको 1 मिनट में करवा देता हूं. ठीक है, कभी कभी यू शुड डू द क्रॉस वेरिफिकेशन. तो मैं लेता हूं कि मेरा एक बार मैं मानता हूं कि दिस इज माय सेल्स, ब्रेक इवन सेल्स इज माय सेल्स एक्चुअली, so I will just write it here. Okay, 60,000 मेरा सेल्स है. I will write variable cost, I don't know, but I can say that okay 35 अगर मेरा पीवी रेशियो है, इसका मतलब मेरे लिए वेरिएबल कॉस्ट कितना है जी? 65% है. कितना परसेंट है? 65%. तो इसका मैं 65% निकालूंगा, तो मेरा कितना आ गया जी? ये 60,000, अच्छा कितना 100 में से 35 किया तो कितना बचेगा? 30
सही है 60,000 माइनस 39
21.
तो कितना आता है? 21. अच्छा, तो ये मेरा कंट्रीब्यूशन आ गया. मैं वो कैलकुलेशन चेक कर रहा था. तो अब मेरे को फिक्स कॉस्ट यहाँ से मैंने कैलकुलेट किया था, तो आई जस्ट कैलकुलेट इज इक्वल टू दिस. अब मैं यहाँ पे ले रहा हूँ फिक्स कॉस्ट. अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? कंट्रीब्यूशन माइनस फिक्स कॉस्ट. तो दिस इज माय प्रॉफिट और लॉस, वट एवर यू वांट टू से. तो इट मीन ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट वेयर इज नो प्रॉफिट नो लॉस. सो इसमें आपको क्या दिक्कत हुआ बताएं? क्वेश्चन नंबर जब 4 कर रहे थे तो ये तो गलत था, तो इसको तो पहले डिलीट कर दें. अब बताएं कि आजम भाई बताएं क्या आपको समझने में क्या दिक्कत हो रही है, वो बताएं.
नहीं अभी क्लियर है मेरा जो वही ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट और ये पीवी रेशियो में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन था.
अभी क्लियर हुआ?
जी
तो
जी महाराज.
अभी क्लियर हुआ तो अब एक छोटा सा सवाल करेंगे क्या?
जी जी महाराज.
चलें, सवाल का पैटर्न अभी भी हम लोग बेसिक लेवल पे कर रहे हैं ताकि हम लोग को अंडरस्टैंडिंग थोड़ी समझ आ जाए. चलिए, अभी आपके पास दिया हुआ है जी सेल प्राइस पर यूनिट 15, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट दिया हुआ है जी 12.50 रुपया, और हमारे पास दिया हुआ है जी ब्रेक इवन सेल्स. ब्रेक इवन सेल दिया हुआ है भाई 75,000. अब मेरे को बताइए आप लोग कि फिक्स कॉस्ट क्या होगा? कोई तो बता दो भाई.
225,000.
30,000 मेराज भाई. 30,000.
225,000.
कितना बोला? 9,000 क्या? कितना बोला आपने संतोष भाई?
225,000.
225,000 like this?
One more zero, yeah.
हाँ, गलत है भाई, सिंपली गलत. Your fixed cost cannot be go more than break even sale.
The break even sales, okay, break even, okay.
भाई साहब.
Okay, sorry sir. 3 divided 0.2.
मैं इसको डिलीट करेगा?
Yeah, 15,000.
चलो, आप 15,000 बोला. Now somebody can validate this is okay, this is correct or no? Can somebody validate this number? यहाँ पे से
30,000
मेराज भाई 30,000 नहीं होगा करेक्ट?
30,000
I don't know. I will calculate. I will not just simply go.
So 12.5 was okay. Sorry, I was a mistake. I took wrongly there.
Okay. So now I just want to tell you how we will go. Since we are given the break-even sale, I just want to go. Okay, what is the break-even point? I will just do this divide by this. It's 5,000. Now I know what is the contribution? Contributions per unit. It means I will say that 15 minus 12.5, that is my 2.5. अब मैं formula मेरा क्या है? My formula is break even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contributions per unit. ठीक है भाई? So what I am doing, I am just writing here. What is my fixed cost? I don't know. What is my break even point? I know. So I will write that 5,000 value multiply by contributions per unit. So what I will write? 5,000 multiply by 2.5, and that will come fixed cost is equal to 12,500. Nobody has come to this level.
No, sir, what happened is I took the question wrongly.
Yes.
ये एक बात तो बताएं भाई, ये 5,000 कहाँ से आया?
हाँ, ये क्वेश्चन आपका दिमाग का बहुत जबरदस्त क्वेश्चन था. So this actually I got from here only. See, there is a two way of doing it. Either you can do in this way, or you can simply do what is the contribution 2%. So you just calculate the PV ratio. PV ratio. So PV ratio will be 2 divided by 15, 16.67. Okay, so you can write, okay, 75,000 is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So 75,000 you will keep like here. Here you will write fixed cost divided by 0.1667. So this you can just write it like this, and then what will be happen? Instead of doing all these things, you can just simply do 75,000 multiplied by 0.1667. So it will be 12,500. So there's two way of doing it. You, whatever the easy for you, you can follow that. हाँ, अरे कोई बात नहीं, पूछे जी. 15 ही लिया मैंने भाई, पर यूनिट 15. जी भाई, वेरिएबल कॉस्ट है, महंगा माल होगा, दैट देयर. हाँ. अब वो आएगा कि नहीं आएगा, मैं आई विल चेक at the sale of 75,000. I will check, don't worry. That is a second level thing, but you have to do your calculation in this way. Now you say that ki whether we will get the same margin or not. This is your question now. Okay, now we will start doing the sales. I will do the copy 75,000. That was our break even sale. Less break even, less variable cost. So you don't know the variable. What is the variable cost for you? That's why I calculated the break even. I calculated the points. So points, I come to know the units. So I will put. No, nothing is given. Where is the given? 12.5 is the break even. Where I have, it's not the break even point, man. It's a variable cost. So per unit is given 12.5. Then you have to multiply by 5,000. So it means this is the contributions, total contribution you can say. Okay, and now you have a fixed cost, and that what we have calculated 12,500. So it is no profit, no loss situation for you. Agreed? It will match. So in this question, I wanted to tell you, you can follow both the way. Either you can go with the contribution per unit, or you can go with the PV ratio. The easiest form is that you can always go with the PV ratio, this type of question, so that you don't need to do many calculation. This question can be done in two ways. First way, you can calculate simply a PV ratio. PV ratio formula is there, is what? Equal to contribution by sales. Okay. So you can just simply do this because you have everything here. So you know that what is the percentage. So you can just write then, okay, 2.5 divided by 15, it will come 1.675, and then the question is given to you the break-even cell. So you are writing break-even cell is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. You are just simplifying and you are getting the fixed cost. Okay. If you want to check your answer, if you have time, you can check your answer by doing this working. Okay, there is another way of doing that. You just first calculate what is the quantity, what is the break-even quantity. You can calculate like this: 75,000 divided by sales per unit. This is your break-even quantity. So you can use this point. 5,000 is the break-even point, where you can write fixed cost divided by contributions per unit. So it means this 5,000 divided by fixed cost divided by contributions, and you just do the working, you will just simplify this equations, and you will get the fixed cost as a 12,500. So there is a two way of doing it, but I would recommend ki in the exam it's better always go with this small formula. Now everything is in front of you, so you don't need to apply too much things. So अभी तक के पॉइंट में आपको नाविद भाई क्या दिक्कत अभी कुछ आया, बताएं. what difficulties you face?
नहीं महाराज भाई, क्लियर है. थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा.
No, it's a very numerical, so you have to do some practice.
जी जी.
सैयद भाई आप तो खामोश है, कुछ भी नो पार्टिसिपेशन. सैयद भाई पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहे भाई. So
मेराज भाई गाड़ी में हूँ, इसीलिए बात नहीं कर सक रहा हूँ, बाहर हूँ. सुन रहा हूँ.
Okay. No worry. So there is one theory question they can ask you in exam. What are the assumptions for the CVP analysis? When we do the CVP analysis, we are saying that we have a cost structure. One, either it will be variable or they will be fixed. It means the system is ignoring the semi-variable cost. System, yani calculation is ignoring semi-variable cost. So whenever you are getting the question for the marginal costing has just two type of cost, two set of cost. One is the variable, the other is fixed. So it means the calculation is ignoring the semi-variable cost. The second, that it is always saying that total cost and total revenues are predictable and it's linear. That is the another assumptions of doing the break-even analysis. This is the another assumptions for doing the break-even analysis. And the third says that cost line will be the linear. You must know, because everybody has a little bit idea about the regression equations, where we say that the cost line is equal to A plus BX, A is equal to fixed and BX is equal to variable cost, where the X is the independent variable and the total cost is the dependent variable. So that what we have already discussed. And also we say that fixed cost will be remain same over the relevant range. That is the assumptions. And the other assumptions, unit variable remain constant over the relevant range, but it is ignoring the bulk discount, because sometime if you buy or you go for the bulk purchase, you are getting some discount. So this CVP analysis ignoring those portions as well. Then it comes to the unit selling price. It is ignoring it. It says that all the time the sales ratio will be same. This line only you will understand when we will do the two type, like a joint or combined break-even point for more than one unit. This line will be, and this analysis also ignoring, they will be ignoring the inventory level. So this calculation sees that there will be no inventory in the system. And the one most important thing, this calculation, the CVP analysis is also ignoring the time value of money, because sometimes when we will do the capital budgeting, we will understand the meanings of time value of money, how it is being considered. Like this type of calculations we will do when we will do the investment analysis. So in the nutshell, if you are able to like if you want to memorize or you want to just capitalize these lines, you can say first, all lines, all costs, they are thinking the cost is being divided into just two parts, just fixed and variable. Second, it is thinking that the cost is going to be the linear, and second, it is saying that fixed is going to be the fixed within the relevant range. It is ignoring that the bulk discount, you can say quantity discount. It is saying that sales price and the sales mix will be remain constant, which is not the practical. So these are things you have to remember, because this is the essay question they can ask in the exam. Then I show you how the contribution is being calculated. So sales minus variable cost is the contributions which have seen there. Then after I saw that what is the how the PV ratio is being calculated. So unit contributions divided by unit sale price, or simply you remember sales divided by contribution divided by sales. This is the easiest way to remember the PV ratio formula. Then after I say how the break even is calculated in term of unit, the total fixed cost divided by unit contributions per unit. Then after I have shown that how you will calculate in term of dollar. The dollar calculation is total fixed cost divided by contributions margins. This we have already learned the applications. So this was the things we have learned until point number 7. The rest things we will learn in the next class, where we will have a more than one product and where we will have a some target profit to achieve in the business. So this was the summary of the learning what is we learned today. अभी आप बताओ, किसी को कोई मसले हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो मेरे को आप बोलो. I will explain it again, no problem. रोशन भाई आप बोले. Yeah, tell me, is there any doubt? अरे भाई आपने तो सबसे ज्यादा किया है लीनियर इक्वेशन का कैलकुलेशन, ये आपने सबसे ज्यादा किया. यू नो दैट द कॉस्ट लाइन कॉस्टिंग के पहला चैप्टर में भी है, रिग्रेशन एनालिसिस में है. द वी आर ऑलवेज थिंकिंग दैट the cost line will be linear. Linear how means, I'll just want to show in the graph the thinking, how the things works. I can show you. Take a quantity production, quantity 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and you think that fixed cost will be remain same. Say 250 is the fixed cost. Now you say that okay, variable cost like per unit is 5. I say per unit is 5. So now you tell me, if you are producing 1 unit, what is the cost going to be for you? 5. For 2 is 10. Okay, so this means that the line says that one line is fixed, the other is going to be the variable. That is the cost line. इसको हम cost line बोलते हैं. और when you make the graph for this information, you just see how the graph is showing. ये कैसा है? Oh, sorry, I have chosen the wrong graph. कौन है भाई इतना परेशान? No, the quantity I may have to remove. So this. Okay, I'll just draw from the hand now. तो यहाँ पे when you draw it on the when you draw, it will be like this. Insert वो किधर है? Shapes, yeah. So when you will draw this line, na, it will show. No, it will be shown like this. This is like x-axis. So this is your y. This is your y-axis. This is your x-axis. This is the quantity level. And this is the cost line. So in these situations, what is the, it is said that fixed cost will be the fixed from all the level of production. Fixed cost will be the fixed for all level of production. It means that whether you produce 1, whether you produce 2, whether you produce 3, your fixed cost will remain same. And then on the top of it, if you are started producing 1 unit, there will be a cost for 1 unit. If you have started producing the cost, so 2 units, the cost will be 2 units. So this is the presentations. So this is your fixed cost line. This is the line which is representing the total cost. So total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. So this is actually called the linear equations, because when you draw on the graph, it will be shown like this. So that's why it is called the linear equations. In the economics, we always say that y is equal to a plus bx. So this is the way, this is the assumptions of this chapter. This is the assumptions for this chapter. So this is the assumption for this chapter. Now you tell me, what is the second things you have? Welcome. तो अभी आदिल भाई अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मैंने रिकॉर्ड तो करवा दी है.
वालेकुम सलाम भाई. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, sorry.
No problem. चलेगा. So I will send some of the questions also to discuss. So just now I want to give a 2 minutes brief what we have discussed today. We have discussed what is called the cost profit volume analysis, that is called the CVP analysis. In short, we say that a break-even analysis. This analysis basically is done for the short-run phenomenon. Short-run phenomenon का मतलब ये होता है, you are calculating either for months, either for years, like that. इसमें 10 साल का प्लान कुछ नहीं होता, इसको आप ईयर टू ईयर चेंज करते होते हैं. तो दैट व्हाट वी कॉल द शॉर्ट टर्म डिसीजन मेकिंग. उसके बाद हमने इसमें डिस्कस किया कि व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द कंट्रीब्यूशन. तो कंट्रीब्यूशन इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द सेल्स माइनस वेरिएबल कॉस्ट. This is the way we have calculated. Then I have taken how you will calculate the PV ratio. I have taken the formula contributions divided by sales. That is the way we have calculated. Then after I have calculated the break-even point. Break-even point in term of units. The formula is total fixed cost divided by contributions per unit. Then I have calculated. Then I have shown how the break-even in dollar you can calculate. There is a way of doing it, is the total fixed cost divided by contributions margin, the PV ratio. That is the way of doing it. So until these points we have discussed, and we have taken some of the numericals where I have explained the concepts, how this learning is going to be applied. So initially I have taken one question, it's very small question. Says that okay, you have a sale of 10,000, you are selling, the sale price per unit is 10 and the variable cost is 8. So it means you have a contributions of 2 rupees. So total contribution is 10,000 into 2 is equal to 20,000 and your fixed cost is 25,000. So in this business, actually you are doing the loss of 5,000. Now your management asks you, okay, my dear, now you tell me how much unit I should sell that I can get the break-even point. So break-even point वो point होता है where you are not gaining any benefit, not losing. So वहाँ पर technically क्या होता है? Total revenue is equal to total cost. Technically break-even is the point where the total revenue is equal to total cost. It means no profit, no loss situation. So I have just done some simulation. Just in my mind, I thought, okay, if I produce 15,000, what would be the situation? So I started calculating the revenue based on the 15,000. So when I calculated on the 15,000, so I realized, no, I have done the 5,000 gain, but my management has asked me to get me the numbers where I can have the break-even point. So I have shown the formula. What is the formula? Break-even point is the contributions divided by fixed cost divided by contributions per unit. So in this question, my fixed cost was 25,000 and my contributions per unit was the 2 rupees. So I just applied the formula, I get the number. And 12,500. I just wanted to validate whether my calculation is correct or not. So based on this information, I started doing the validation. I just put here 12,500 and I have calculated. Now I found, okay, this is the point where I have a zero profit, zero loss. It means that my total cost is equal to the total revenue. Then after I say that, okay, there is another way of doing it. If your manager is asking that give me the break-even sales point, it means that you have to give in dollar value. Dollar value में निकालने के लिए formula होता है is the fixed cost divided by the PV ratio. So I have taken the fixed cost. Now I have shown how you can calculate the PV ratio. The PV ratio calculation shows that contribution divided by sales multiplied by 100. So for this question, my contribution was the 2 divided by 10 multiplied by 100. I did, so I got the 20%. So just why I did the multiply by 100, it's just to express in terms of percentage. There is no other reason of doing it. So that I got is 20% by PV ratio. So if I wanted to calculate the break-even sale in term of dollar,